Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Mythology Replay. Spawn on top of the right side as the blue Kronos, we have DarthNox. Spawn on bottom left side as the red Thor, got Assem. When it comes to relics on the map, we've got the 9 cauldrons, which does increase the hack and pierce armor of soldiers trained in fortress type buildings. Very nice. Huskarls and fanatics will greatly benefit from that. Excuse me. Staff of Dionysus give heroes a bit of health regen. Very useful there. And here we've got Olar's bow, increasing the maximum range of ranged soldiers. Very useful for either side. And we've got the nose of the Sphinx, who give buildings 50% increased hit points. We have now the Dwarven Armory deployed in the field by red, so maybe eyeing for a bit of a dwarf boom. Get the research going. We've got Prometheus on the build queue as well. It's also deploying out a Kronos shifting forward a temple to get a bit of harassment done. Well, red's going to have a late age up going. And red's temple spawned way down there, trying to avoid the deconstruction god power. In fact, since he has not started age up, I don't think he can. If he were deconstructed before the age up's not queued up, it may actually prevent him from aging up. Here comes the Promethean. We do have the Avul Clay, making Prometheus get additional hit points, fostering additional hit points, and additional offspring. Does avoid there, does pull out the Dwarven Mine there, just to get another gold deposit going. He is, of course, queued on up for steady, give access to Troll to Troll's opponent. Of course, in Age 1, gold mine's not great, but will be gathered pretty quickly there. Counter-barracks Kronos shifted forward. Blue's now playing on some Chariot Ballista. Decides to leave the Dwarven Mine there, try and click up the other mine. Chariot Ballista now deployed in the field as well. Seeing that, he probably should go for raiding cavalry. Against the Norse, the Chariot Ballista should be relatively effective. Valor there to get it at full health. Very, very nice. Chariot Ballista will counter throwing axemen, since the throwing axemen are classified as infantry. Do now the Watchtower upgrade for red. Oh, and deconstruction god power onto that temple down south. He is going to hack this apart. Boulder thrown hits the Promethean. Remember as well, deconstruction does return your opponent's resources, so he's not losing anything other than construction time. And Norse, of course, can build with military units, so it's not a big loss there. Dwarves do shank the Chariot Ballista. Troll throws a boulder there, knocks out one of the offspring. Troll getting some good hits there. Oh yeah, I think didn't trolls lose their ability to get health lifesteal? We do now have the healing spring here to heal up these units. Particularly more useful, I think, for the dwarves, but also be very useful for the troll. Troll throws boulder. Chariot Ballista could engage it. And now the temple's time shifted away. Oh, we're back here. Probably the counter barracks will be time shifted next. Longhouse now being built. Another Valor deployed out somewhere. Maybe up here, I think? Manor time shifting over here. Ah, that's why he's doing it for the faster production speed. Another time-shifted man there. Does this aura effect stack? Time-shifting is free in this game, right? Rather than in the regular Age Mythology. So that'd be a decent way just to get more production faster booting the town center. Very nice little trick. I wonder if it activates immediately, because I see that aura effect there, icon down there immediately. So it might. But then again, I didn't see the purple haze until it was fully built. So I'm not sure. We do now have the Hammer of Thunder. Chickens being obtained. Games are always better when they have chickens. Just ask Counter-Strike and Skyrim. They both have chickens. And it looks like Blue's actually bringing the rhinoceros all the way back home with him. Not sure that's on purpose or not. I guess Blue's trying to play set. All the things being queued on up. We got a decent number of turbos, which are a counter range unit, only useful against the throwing axemen. And of course the Gobi. I don't think they're going to be too particularly useful. They are mobile. So they're effectively ranged cavalry, and that does offer a lot of good benefits there.
Yuji?
Promethean being picked on off by the watchtowers. Of course, without boiling oil, they can punch the watchtower. Overseer is rotating around to respawn and take them out, though. Promethean do get cleaned on up. And somebody got heroic. Oops, sorry about that. Somebody got heroic fight. I think it was a chariot ballista. Oh no, it's probably one of these citizens. Good number of goats here. They're pretty well fattened. Looks like Blue's trying to eat the goats. Why do these farms seem off? Are Atlantean farms now berry farms? Or is it just the foliage sort of just obscuring them? I don't know. Something just seems off about those farms. Guess we're going to wait and see about the Norse farms. But these farms just seem different to me. It could just because the foliage is in the way. Both Sarks do find these citizens. Brockfied that one there. He's been really making good use of the Valor God power. We do now have Age Up, going for Hyperion to give access to Satyr, Sons of the Sun, Heroic Renewal, Pioneers of Sky. Don't know what that one is off my head. Heroic Renewal makes your heroes have high health regen. Sons of Suns make all your oracles heroic, all future oracles heroic, and at no additional costs, nor favor cost. Red's now going for some throwing Axemans.
Bure.
Battle Boar on the field. He has aged up to 4 or Braggy. Also gives the Flaming Weapons God power. A good number of cherry blossoms deployed on the field. Very nice. Got some Gobi as well. There's his double satyrs. Men are being time shifted forward so we can get out a faster town center. We have some hill forts now being established on the front line as another longhouse. Having raiding cavalry pushing the way forward. Oracle does go down. There we do now. Blue push towards this town center. Not enough force here to defend with. He's decent amount of range units as well. No upgrades onto him. Got a battery ram being established, as well as some Huskarls, as was more raiding cavalry. Very nice. Fortress firing away. Raiding cavalry running around. Raiding cavalry will skip back on home. Trying to go for a longhouse now. And got this when Kronos shifted over here towards this palace. Longhouse goes down. Another longhouse going on up. Handful of blue units push way forward. And the battle board does buck around. More Cherry Blissa on the build queue, as well as more Contineris. So more Erdmen would be quite useful dealing with all these cavalry units. The upgrade he just completed, the Dwarven Breastplate, does improve their health or armor, like the Ulfsark. Raiding cavalry push way forward, get some good hits there on some of these citizens. Raiding cavalry now falling him back, got some good damage done. Right now, blue does have more villagers than red. Red has queued on up Tyre to give access to the Fenris Wolf Brood and to Fimbulwinter. Versus Atlas give access to Argus and of course through Implosion. Blue may be able to take out a good number of these dwarves. Gold mine's almost cleaned on up. Looks like all these dwarves will be pursued and will be taken out. Red may eye for a counterattack up here. Got one portable battering ram here as well. We do now have Argus being queued on up. Fortified Town Center as well. Red's also Tyre's researching as well. Citizens evacuating out of this region. Red's pushing over here. Got. How did I not see this? How rude. So he encircled his opponent's gold with some houses there. And Red's now trying to claim that towns are there, can improve his max population cap. He does not have fortified town centers, so the population difference is not too significant. Now got Fimbulwinter active. And now got Implosion being active. Trying to get everything in that region. So it's grabbing half of Red's army, or more than half, the entirety of it. Everything does a flip, and all the trees get knocked down, of course. Building does go down, and looks like Red's army will be cleaned on up. Got its pair of power gets pushed forward. Of course, in Retold, trees do not disintegrate over time, so they will stay. You can always collect them later. And looks like the gold deposits will be set free. Town center needs to being rebuilt. Has a good number of these villagers nearby to do that. But heading straight for the gold deposit. Right now, Kronos does need a little bit more wood. Doesn't have to worry about chopping trees, though, over here. And right now, Red has 4 villager queues. Nope, one of these are just dual queued. Blue does have champion cavalry on the field. Looks like it only has medium destroyers, so medium infantry. Turbulista, heroic. We do not have this push forward. Decent number of counter forces being pushed way forward, though they're just being move order. He's trying to do a repair order, so that was a lot of free damage. Does manage to get on the far side quickly. Things being garrisoned to the town center. Decent amount of myth units there for these heroes to take on out. Battleborn does buck around. Flaming weapons now pulling field. He's trying to stabilize this region. Chaos there, which will make flaming weapons good counter with flaming weapons. Of course, it lasts only a short amount of time, but it greatly increases the damage output. Champion, Ulfzarks, and Huskarls charging way forward. They both have really high mobility. There's a penetrable fruit, an exotic doggo. Red's pushing forward, but doesn't really have the army to really back up for the assault. We got a decent amount of similar force size in the field. So right now, just coming down to the reinforcements. Red's starting to fall back now. Ulfzark's falling back over there. And now got another Valor deployed in the field. Multiple trolls on the build queue. Blue's collecting at this gold deposit. Red right now needs more gold, food. Definitely needs more food. Gold and wood has a small reserve, but that's too significant. Blue has a small reserve of everything, but barring wood, has plenty of reserve there. Keep basically fully garrisoned, 15 out of 20. Does get out of the garrison now. Another bit of valor there. We now have the Call of Valhalla queued on up. But none of those citizens going down, being prevented from going to the town center or to the fortress. Those they saved potentially just only 6, but they're being pursued. The war is 15.
Yuji.
Blue needs to take time, redeploy out some forces. Blue has some resources to work with, but not queued up any sort of army. Red's heading up north, engaging the fortified town center. And Blue does go ahead and surrender this Angrade, saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.